Hey guys, Prithvi here. Hope you guys are doing great. Now, soundbars are definitely becoming more and more popular in today's world because TV speakers just don't do justice enough, especially when you want to watch an immersive movie like a Mission Impossible or something, and you need a soundbar. But if you want to get a really good soundbar, it's gonna cost a pretty penny, and finding for a value for money soundbar can be a little hard, especially when you have like brands like the popular brands out there. I'm not going to mention any names. They have a pretty hefty price even for a starting range soundbar. But that's not the case with this particular brand right here. So I have a soundbar here. This is the soundbar and this is the subwoofer. And what makes this particular soundbar interesting is that the subwoofer is actually a wireless subwoofer, and the soundbar has some directional speaker to amplify your listening experience with your TV itself. So this is the Vinnfier Hyperbar 800. Initially, I was as skeptical as you guys, but now I kind of have a winner if you ever want a budget or a value for money soundbar for your home system. And let's not waste any time and get right into it and talk about this particular soundbar. And you're watching The Adventures of Vesper. Let's begin. Now, in terms of specification, there isn't much to say right here because there wasn't any spec sheet to give in with. But what we do know is that it's a 2.1 channel speaker setup here. So you get a soundbar, this is the soundbar, and this is the subwoofer itself. And the soundbar has some directional speakers on both the sides. So when you were to mount it onto your wall where you have a bracket on behind this soundbar, which is a nifty addition, you can actually mount it onto the wall, and the speaker will have a directional effect on the wall itself. And they also have like some front speakers, but for the most part I couldn't hear any from the front side of it. But they also have the LED display on this corner, and you get a remote itself. And feature wise, they are pretty decent because on the back of this particular soundbar you get very limited ports. So you have a HDMI pass-through, you have a 3.5mm auxiliary cable, you have Bluetooth connectivity on this one, and then you have the DC port. So there is no FM feature or anything of that kind, so you don't have to worry about hearing a buzzing sound the moment when you connect your speakers to the power adapter. So setting up the soundbar is relatively easy, and moving on to the subwoofer itself, it's very straightforward as well. All you have to do is connect to the power adapter and turn the switch on. It will automatically sync with the soundbar and connect it right away. Now, this is very interesting given that it's in a very affordable price range, coming in at 600 ringgit. You get a wireless subwoofer. So that means that if you're planning to go for a clean setup, or say for instance you don't want so much of your wires dangling around, and especially avoid that one wire that connects the subwoofer with the soundbar itself, that's really a nice touch, and I'm impressed what they have done here. And it does, and as I mentioned earlier, it does come with the remote control. Now the remote control has very limited controls, and there's nothing much to say. You have your volume, you have your OK button, then you have your next and previous track button, the power button, and then you can switch between the modes, and there's also a EQ switch. Now on normal itself, we tried a little bit of music with this speaker, and also we got to try some scenes from movies like Pacific Rim, which in my opinion has some really action-packed scenes, and another one or two movies just to see how exactly it sounds. And to my surprise, it actually sounds quite alright, as what you would expect from a 2.1 channel soundbar. And the sound quality on the soundbar was impressive. And what I like most about this particular soundbar is how they are built. So this particular one up top here is constructed in metal or an aluminum finish. So that is very nice. So you are getting a pretty good build for the money that you're paying. Only thing is that on both the sides they are held by plastic. As for the subwoofer itself, it comes with this metal sheet on the front, but it's constructed out of MDR boards on the sides and top and the bottom, so which is not a big of a deal. And that's basically it. You have controls on the soundbar itself, which is on the other side, and you also have a USB port. So say for instance if you want to use your USB MP3 source file, you can actually just connect the USB right away and get rocking. So that's basically it. The things that I wish that the soundbar could have been improved is definitely EQ system, where you can actually configure the bass, the treble, the fader, or whatever that is, control by yourself, because the preset version of the soundbar, say for instance pop, jazz, rock, there's few other modes if I'm not mistaken. So these modes are relatively very bassy. So although I am a bass head, sometimes it just comes out as too overpowering. So leaving it at normal mode does give a really nice immersive experience, and I actually like the sound quality coming out of the soundbar. It's not the best definitely, but at this price I am definitely not complaining. And that's basically it. I'll definitely add the link down in the description below if you're planning to buy this particular soundbar, or if you're looking for a soundbar that sounds quite alright and it actually has a pretty decent feature for you to go with your TV. Yeah, sure, you can actually consider this. I mean, given the fact that you have an HDMI input pass-through for your audio, gives it a very interesting, or makes the whole soundbar very appealing. And you also have the coaxial output, so if that's something that's of your interest. Pairing it with Bluetooth is relatively easy. All you just take your phone, turn the speaker to Bluetooth mode, look for Hyberbar 800 BT, you're connected, and you can listen to your favorite music right away. And yeah, that's basically it. So this is like a quick showcase slash a mini review to an in-depth review that we have done, which you can read in our website. The link is down in the description below. So that's basically it. Huge thanks to Vinnfier for sending this particular soundbar over for us to review, and we really enjoyed it. So if you want to check out more cool content like this one, make sure to like us on our Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, because that's where I post all things tech related. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Prithviraj signing off. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!